Hi, my name is Gary Chiles. I'm a long-term cannabis law reform activist, a member of board member of Normal, and I'm based in Wellington, and I spend a lot of my time at Parliament trying to influence the debate and speed things along with cannabis law reform. I first got actively involved in 2010 because Dakta Green took his bus for a tour on the whole of New Zealand to get people together for an Armistice Day march, and I've made it my job to go to Parliament ever since, and in that time we've managed to normalise smoking cannabis at Parliament, and since then they changed the laws about smoking anything at Parliament, and now they tell us to go and smoke by the High Court. We think that's quite appropriate.
I say it's our culture. We're the ones that have put in the hard yards, the effort, the skullduggery that goes on to find a smoke to have with our mates. If we want to have a say in the industry that's coming, then we have to step up now. Because otherwise the government will just say, right, we're going to regulate it. Sorry, as a grower, the sound of a helicopter is very bloody scary. So just understand that I got distracted for a moment. Helicopters and cannabis do not go together.
I've got to be blunt and honest here. The personalities involved in the movement are their own worst enemies, and they all know. It's worked in a reverse way though. All these people battling their egos all around the country have got to be seen to be doing something, so at least they are doing something. And the government doesn't know who's going to say or do what next. That's great, that's guerrilla.
I've come into contact with the police. I've been arrested one time in the middle of Wellington. Myself and Dakta Green were in town. I was dressed in a joint costume. We were both smoking cannabis in deck chairs in Cuba Mall, and the mayor walked past, and then 5 minutes later we had the police come and arrest us. And then the next time I was actually arrested for protesting against the Weapons Expo in 2017. Once again they found me with cannabis and a pipe, because that's what I carry all the time, because that's what I use. They took it off me and they said, oh, you've already got a warning. Well, we can't give you another warning, off you go. Whereas there were other activists that were different demographic to myself that faced charges. So it just shows you how ridiculous it all is, and police discretion is actually police discrimination.
We've tried it here. We've had a club. We lasted for 5 years before we were finally closed down. But everybody's looking at this legalising as being the big pot of gold for governments and for corporates. And I say, only if you're part of the culture.
Yeah.
And you're not. It's ours.
Well, I've been force kicking and screaming onto Facebook, and people are too fucking lazy to push the share button. You know, that's what it's about. Share it. Let it out to the world that things are on. We had a really piss poor response from people today. They sit back and let us guys do it. You know, and we just stay in their face.
I wear this into Parliament, and because it's a dress jacket, I'm allowed in the Speaker's gallery. Government can see me from where they are. The Speaker can see me. If there's an official delegation that's being introduced, then the cameras are on the gallery for a little while, so the suit ends up being on Parliament TV. And I make a habit of telling MPs that the reason my hair's this long and I have a beard is because they locked up my friend Dakta Green in 2015, and I decided that I wasn't allowed to cut my hair or have a shave until we had some positive law reform.
Look, a lot of my friends that have been in the campaign to legalise all have their own ideas on what legalising should look like. And in some cases it'll be quite different to my views. But I'm satisfied, having travelled the country, that is exactly what the public of New Zealand are looking for. I have ideas. Gary here has ideas. But you're the members. If this is what you want, then we have to put it together so that it works for you. So,
Yeah. Well done.
that's where we're up to.
Okay.